Is this boxing's most exciting fighter? Well, if you haven't seen this upcoming boxer on TikTok or Instagram with one of his clips, then you've probably been living under a rock. This boxer from the UK by the name of Whittaker is currently going viral, and mainly for his showboating during his fights, and is drawing comparisons to Prince Nassim Hamed, which, if you don't know who that is, was a great boxer back in the day, one of the pound for pound best back in the day, and was famous for his showboating finishes and for being such an entertaining fighter in the ring. He even came out in the same ring walk outfit as he did back many years ago. However, all of this showboating is getting him very mixed opinions from the public. A lot of people love it since he's toying with his opponents before pulling the trigger and finishing them, and a lot of people think he's entertaining. He's still a super young fighter at only 26 years old, so of course is on the prospect list, and people are deeming him to be next up since he's finishing opponents with such ease. On the other hand, he's also facing huge backlash for his antics in the ring, since people think he's kind of being a clown and his showboating is pointless since the opponents he's fighting are dudes they found on the side of the road. And I can see where people are coming from, since yes, he isn't fighting anyone that people can say, wow, he's doing that against this guy? No one can really say that because he really is just fighting bums. But what do I think of his style personally? I love it. I think it brings something new to the sport that we don't see a whole lot of nowadays, and you know what? He's very new to the pro scene, and just like every other boxer, he's building his resume up with lower level fighters, except he's just having fun with it. And no one hated on the other professionals and top champions nowadays when they were at the start of their career building up their name, and it's clearly working for him. He's going viral and has built a pretty big following for himself, but how long can he maintain this style for? Well, honestly, I guess we can only see when he gets to those higher level fights, and it's all dependent on how good he actually is as a boxer. So how good is he? I know a lot of people are hating on him for his style, saying he would get folded by high level fighters, but genuinely, I do see this guy going very far in the sport and being a high level contender in the future. And take away the showboating, the guy has very solid defense and some serious skills, let's be honest. Let's not forget, this isn't just some random pro that has just come about and is making viral clips. He's an Olympic silver medalist and an amateur with 70 fights, if you didn't know. He's been boxing from a very young age and has been a top amateur and prospect for a while now. He's been picked up by Matchroom right after coming out of the Olympics, so obviously he's going to be built up to be a world champion if he's just come out of the Olympics. Bear in mind making it to the finals of the Olympics. He has a very solid, tight style of boxing, a great jab, and as weird as this sounds, doesn't have a style at all like many other fighters from the UK at all. He has insane lateral movement, not to mention his footwork is fantastic, and also a great form of defense for him, where we see him take small steps to get out of his opponent's range so they come up short on their shots, which is a very smart move and something we see from high IQ fighters like Shakur Stevenson, who has actually commended Whittaker for his skills and showed him love. Not to mention he's clearly got some great knockout power, and I think his skills combined with his power will carry him to the top level, and with his young age, he'll still continue to get even better than he already is. He spent time training with skilled boxers and other prospects like Keyshawn Davis, not to mention who is very close to Shakur Stevenson and is his training partner and has been for many years. And when we watch Whittaker fight, we can see a lot of that Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis kind of style in his style, and it's clear he's taken some things out of their book. One thing I can't get over though is his small shuffle adjustment steps he makes to get himself into a perfect range. His footwork is truly a sight to see if you're a lover of the sweet science. Overall, Whittaker, I don't think he's hype. I think he's a great boxer and maybe a future world champion if he continues the way he's going, and if he continues to spend time around those high level people in other countries that he's already spending time with. I think that will be huge for him. But what do you guys think? Will he be able to maintain this style, especially with the showboating, when he steps up and levels up the competition? And will he be a future star in the sport? Let us know in the comments what you think. Anyways, that'll be all. I'll catch you in the next one.